Hello, in today's video, we're doing a primitive tree DIY. The materials I used were a random stick from outside, some berry floral, some foam vase filler from Dollar Tree, yarn, fabric, popsicle sticks, and a mason jar lid. Now, to get things started, what I'm doing here is I'm just taking with a regular pair of scissors and I'm cutting the berries off the stems. It's super easy to do with normal scissors because these are cheap. So you just kind of cut and then I take and bend back and forth and it snaps right off. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hot glue gun and I am just going to glue these berries where I want them. Now hot glue does not stick to wood whatsoever. So what I end up doing is later on I go in with string for extra reinforcement. I could have went in with some E6000, but I didn't because this don't have to be permanent to me, but if you do want it to be permanent, go in with some E6000. Okay, I'm going to fast forward this a bit because it's a bit repetitive, but I'm just hot gluing and you're going to be seeing me here now with the string. This is what I'm using for the reinforcement of the berries. Now right now this be looking a hot mess. I did not end up having all those berries on there. I only actually have 2 at the very end. But hey, trial and error. Alright, now I'm going to take this fabric here I got from Walmart, and what I'm going to do is we're going to make bows for our tree, fabric bows. So I'm just taking and I'm cutting into 1-inch strips, and I prefer just a rip instead of wasting the time and cutting each strip with the scissors. To me, this way's easier. Now, you will have some strings, which no big deal. So with the strings, you just kind of take and pull off. It's not really a hassle, so it's not. So, now that I have those laid out, what we're going to do is prepare our surface because we are going to add a bit of coffee grunge to these. Coffee grunge is my favorite thing in the world now. All it is, and I'll insert the ingredients, is coffee, cinnamon, and vanilla extract. And what it does is, what surface you put it on is it ages it. And it gives the coolest effect. Like, it's legit my favoriteest thing ever now. And I wish they made coffee grunge perfume because I would wear it every day. It smells amazing. Okay, so to speed things up, what I did was took my blow dryer and just dried the fabric. And it dries super quick. So now what I'm doing is with the dry fabric is just taking and tying little bows on to my little piece of tree here. And I snip off the ends because I don't want it super long. To me, it looks better shorter. So that's all I'm doing here. And now what we're going to do is those little foam face fillers that I have here is I am going to take and just randomly hot glue on these little branches here. Now, if you remember earlier, those had those ugly pinkish, peachish, I don't even know what color, little foam beads on them. Well, that just, no, did not match my decor whatsoever. So I went with something more fitting that matched my decor here at the house. I mean, if you like the pink, stick with the pink, but not my cup of tea. And I'm just randomly placing them in different areas. Nothing specific. Just get creative. Now what I'm going to do is take this scrap piece of foam I have, and all I'm doing is measuring the little mason jar, making sure that fits inside of it, cutting around it, and I'm taking the tree trunk, the base of it, my bad, and I kind of cut a circle with my scissors to really fit it down snug, and I'm using the hot glue to give it extra stability for it to stand. Okay, so now gonna let it cool there, but I'm taking random fabric, scrap fabric, and I am seeing which I would like best. I ended up using the green here. So all I do is take and cut how much I need after I measured. And to reinforce this, all I'm going to do is pinch it tightly, and I'm going to take a piece of yarn, and what I do is tie it nice and snug. And then I'm going to give this a coat of the coffee grunge. And then I'm going to let that dry. And then on to the next step. Once you use coffee grunge, you are going to be hooked. I'm not even being sarcastic. It is amazing. And the smell is to die for. Here's a tearjerker of a Christmas song. It's just so beautiful. So a quick recap of what I just did back there was I took the popsicle sticks, 5 of them, I made a star, I hot glued them, I added some string for a little extra funk, and I coffee grunged them. That was it. Okay, so now that's dry, what I'm going to do next is make some fake rust to really make us primitive and rustic. So I'm kind of experimenting, and I'm going in first with some hot glue and just gulping it on there, like making random big drips of it just to see. I've never done it before. It's, like I said, an experiment, but it ends up really well. I did like it. It gave it an extra texture, so it did. But you'll see me here just kind of experimenting. But the real method most people do is they just take their Mod Podge and they either sprinkle the cinnamon over top of it once you put the Mod Podge down, or you can do it in a little cup, just mix them both together, which is easy. I like to do that with glitter when I'm working with glitter, but you can do that also with this method. Don't mind my elf ears. It's a headband to keep my hair out of my face when I'm crafting. So, once the cinnamon's dry on my star, all I do is take and I hot glue it on top of the tree, and my product is done. Wait till you see it. Oh my goodness. It's so freaking cute. It matches my decor so good. Love it. I hope you enjoyed my little craft. Like I said, I'm new here, so be sure to go to YouTube and check me out. I go by Dollar Tree Bala. Thank you so much.